Come on over here and have a seat, darling.
Hey, where do I go?
You sit right here.
Can I lay this in?
You can lay that down.
Okay.
Well, do you need somebody to towel you off?
I need some oxygen.
Well, you know, we have to tell the folks that, I mean, you've had a rough week anyway, haven't you? You've been in charge of the kids by yourself.
I have been really being a dad and being a bachelor, and I tell you, keeping up with them dirty diapers, and seems like as soon as you get one fed, then the other one needs fed, and then time for one to go to bed, the other one get up, and just the whole deal is just a vicious cycle. And all you mothers out there, y'all got a hard job being a mother. That's hard, and I've been trying to be a mother.
Well, tell them where your wife Letitia. She's on vacation.
She went on vacation, went to Florida,
and you're Mr. Mom.
I'm Mr. Mom.
And has it worked out fairly well?
Well, it has. It's worked out pretty good. I believe first time I got called a mother, I believe was in 6th grade. So I've been trying to.
But that's a whole other story.
Yeah, it's a whole different deal.
But now I understand that you had to promise your kids something very special in order to get to come do the show tonight.
I did, and I kind of put you on the line there too. I promised my kids that if they'd be good for me all week long, that Lorianne and I would ride Thomas the Train with them over here at Opryland.
We went out and did that.
I showed up with my babies this morning, and we took them to Opryland, didn't we?
That's right. Now Miley's a little girl and Brazen's your little boy.
That's right.
But we got a little sidetracked, didn't we?
We really did. We really did. Miley seen the water splashing from the log ride.
I think it's called the Old Mill Scream.
And yeah, and she said she wanted to get wet. And you know, after about 110 degrees, I was ready to get wet too. And so we went over to the log ride, and I think we got some footage of it.
Let's see what happened. We haven't even seen this yet, but this is a little bit of what Billy Ray and I and the kids did.
Oh no! Uh-oh. Are you ready? Looks like a disaster.
Miley, here it goes.
Miley, you're going to get wet. I'm hiding behind you.
Okay. Look, watch. See that car up there? Look, can you see it?
Look out, everybody. Get ready to get wet.
Here we go. Look. Oh, no. Woo, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah! Look at this guy. Oh, Lord, yay! All right, wasn't that fun?
No.
There they are. Here we go. Excellent. Oh, love it. Love my favorite ride.
And how stupid do we look? Just so you know, that Billy Ray was not being cruel to his children all day long. And Miley was saying, Daddy, want to get wet. Daddy, want to get wet. So she was hoping she could ride the ride, but she was too little.
Too little.
But I think the splash just scared her a little, didn't it?
I think it did, and boy, I tell you, I really feel like a bad dad watching that. I shouldn't.
Well, she asked to get splashed, but I guess she didn't realize it would be that much water.
I apologize, kids. I didn't know it was going to hit you in the eyes.
Hey, Brazen liked it. He asked for it again. So
he did, yeah. So we stuck around. We did about 3 more.
But we did. But now I have to tell you something, and I'm doing this because so many wonderful ladies write into the show and they say, Lorianne, your hair is just so beautiful. Do you ever have a bad hair day? And Billy Ray saw this earlier. We got totally drenched. So when I got back here, my hair dried in its natural state, the way it really is before they ever do my hair. And this is what I look like. Now, I swear to you, we did not, now Billy Ray was here, we did not do anything to make it look like that. That's what my hair naturally looks like.
I think that a lot of the men and probably a lot of the women will testify that you're beautiful no matter how your hair looks. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Well, thank you, Billy Ray. You're my good friend. Now, you know, I was looking out in the audience, and I saw somebody who looks a whole lot like you, and I don't think I've met him yet. Now, I met your mom, Ruthie, right?
That's right.
Tell them who's out there.
Well, I got my dad, Ronald Ray Cyrus, is here in the crowd today. There's Ron, say hi, buddy. How you doing, Dad?
Would you bring him in?
Yeah, sure. Come up and have a seat now.
Ron, how are you?
Lorianne.
It is
How are you?
so
It's a
nice to
pleasure.
meet you. Would you please
Thank you.
sit down on
Sure.
our guest chair?
Absolutely.
Come on in,
Have
Billy
a
Ray.
seat
Put you
right
back where you belong
Thank
here.
you.
Okay, all right. How you doing,
Hey, there
Dad?
we are. Doing fine.
Well, we rode
Doing
some horses
fine.
yesterday,
Finally made the
didn't
big
we?
time.
We rode horses yesterday.
My legs feel it.
Do you? Yeah. Feeling a little bit?
Yeah, I go back to Flatwoods kind of bow-legged now.
Is that the way it goes?
Yeah.
Well, now, have you two always been close? Have you had the father-son thing going well
pretty
for a lot
close.
of
We've
years?
Pretty
been
close. Pretty
father,
good friends.
son, and most importantly, we've been best friends. And my dad has always been somebody that I could talk to. I could talk to him about anything in the world that was going on in my life, good or bad. And
Well, he had to. I was his baseball coach for about 8 years.
Yeah.
Lorianne,
Oh,
so he
really?
had to talk to me.
Well, now, I've been
I'd
told...
run him laps.
Well, Ron, you brought some photos, didn't you, from Billy Ray's
Got a
early
couple.
life?
Yeah, got a few.
Can we see photo number 1 here? Oh, Billy Ray, I don't know if you know about this.
oh,
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yeah, old Dusty.
That's my old pony, Dusty. Boy, it was a fast pony right there. Dad had a big old quarter horse, and we used to race that little pony. And what'd you do? Let me win all the time?
Well, I had to because he thought he could win the Kentucky Derby, Lorianne. But one time that's quite significant on that little pony, I'd bought my dad a Kentucky Thoroughbred. He loved horses. And Billy and I was riding down through the woods. He was that age. Matter of fact, I think we talked about it. It might have been after that picture was shot that day. Just a little guy. But we got down into the kind of the woods, and I got the horse down in a creek in the mud, and done something my dad had always told me not to do, to let the horse get its head down in a cage like that, but I did. And when she reared up and come out of the mud, I fell off.
Oh.
My foot was hanging in the stirrup, but the horse jumped back across the creek towards Billy. And whether it was an accident or he had enough sense, one of the two, he grabbed a hold of the horse's reins, and him and the pony was being dragged around a little bit, but he held onto the horse till I could get my shoe out of the stirrup. Possibly kept me from getting banged up a little bit.
Hey, you saved your dad there.
Well,
I've been holding that over my head ever
just
since.
a natural response.
I'm sure. Let's see what else we have here. From the early days of Billy Ray Cyrus. Oh, my goodness. Now, I guess that's Billy Ray on the left.
That's me with the guitar.
Yeah, always an entertainer. And Lorianne, you can see, he's at that age, he was kind of, he's holding it left-handed. When we was trying to teach him a few chords on a guitar to play, we always gave him a right-handed guitar, and that's why he was never interested. It was just uncomfortable to him, and until he come home after a Neil Diamond concert and said, "Dad, I'm going into music instead of baseball." Then he got himself a left-handed guitar, and has not done bad ever since.
At what age do you remember him first opening his mouth and singing something?
Well, he sung really, I guess, all of his life. He had to, because he's a little older brother, and I was in a gospel quartet. When he was about 5, I guess, starting about 5, we'd tell the people when we was on concert that they was getting ready to hear the toothless version of "Swing Down, Sweet Chariot," and he would. And he had belted out for him.
How cute. Now, you mentioned that you really thought he was going to be a baseball player at one time.
Oh, I think we all thought he was going to be a baseball player. He tried hard. He done good. And as a matter of fact, until he come home the night that he had made the change after the concert and come home and said he was going to shift directions, I thought that would be over in a day or two. In the next baseball practice, he'd forget all about it, be back on the diamond, and go on with his career. But
Look what
that
happened.
didn't happen.
At what age do you remember him first realizing there were girls?
Well, I guess the earliest that I remember was he was probably about 3, maybe 3 and a half. And he come in one day, and a few of my friends was sitting on the front porch with me or in the house. Billy had come up on the porch, and he said, Daddy, he said, Kimmy is down in the road with no clothes on. One of my friends said, Billy Ray, what'd you do? He said, I kissed her. My friend said, where'd you kiss her at? He said, right down there in the road.
He got started early, didn't he? And I've got Well, Billy Ray hates this, but I'm just going to keep on moving forward here. I want to know, there's got to be some member of the family that taught him to take his shirt off like he does.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, who was it? Do you know? What are you doing, Ron?
Dad, what are you doing, man? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dad. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Uh-oh. No, that won't work.
What does it say? It says, at my age, I've got an achy, breaky ankle.
See, he comes by it honestly, Lorianne.
You scared
It's time
me.
to go to commercial.
I did.
Yes, it
Commercial time.
is. Well, Ron, it's been great meeting you. Boy,
Thank you. My pleasure.
Do I have more questions for you, though?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
I'm willing.
We got to tell you, more music from Bob Wills' Texas Playboys when we come back. But first, Billy Ray's going to tell us who our show is brought to you by. Do you want to?
Kelly Springfield, America's oldest tire company.
Tennessee. That was nice. Well, now let me ask you this.
Let me
Obviously-
ask you this. My
What?
dad ain't coming back out, is he?
He might.
Oh, no.
You never know. We shocked you, didn't we? See, that's what we like to do on this show. We just terrorize people as often as possible.
Well, I'll tell you, that'll certainly be a member. That'll be something that I'll remember, obviously, for the rest of my life. And when my dad goes back to the State House end of July, his popularity, he's going to be real popular.
That's right. He's a state representative, isn't he?
Yeah, and they start some legislating in the last week of July.
And he stripped on our show.
That's it. So he's either out of business or he'll run for governor. I don't know which one.
Maybe he'll make it. You never know. Well, let me tell you, we have some people in our audience who are very curious about you. They have written some questions on cards. Now, I've picked out a few, and your job is to answer them truthfully. We always answer everything
I'll
truthfully,
do
don't
the very
you?
best I can.
Okay. Vonda Kidd is here from St. Paul, Virginia.
There she is. Hi, Vonda.
I think she
Hello.
almost fainted.
There she is.
Vonda has a most interesting question. She says, Billy Ray, if you were ice cream, what flavor would you be?
I would be the ice cream of many swirls. You know, that kind of ice cream that's got a little bit of every kind in it, because I think that, well, it's obvious through the music that I make that I have a very diverse background. I have a lot of diverse influences, and I'm really a conglomeration of a lot of different things, and that's what really makes up the chemistry of my nature, is a lot of different personalities, a lot of different things. So I'd have to be one of them conglomeration deals.
Well, see, I thought I'd stump you with that one. He did it great, didn't he, Vonda? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vonda. Oh, here's another one that may put you on the spot a little bit. Linda Blanchard is here from Norfolk, Virginia. Linda is right behind the cameraman there. Can you see
Where is
her?
Linda?
She's the blonde lady.
Hi,
standing
Linda.
right there.
How are you?
Okay, now she says, Billy Ray, do you realize how much impact you have on elementary age fans? And she wants you to know that her 9-year-old daughter has 2 of your videos, and she uses the VCR and watches them. But she says, Billy Ray, I had to explain to her why women were throwing their bras at you. The question is, how would you explain that to her daughter if you had to?
I would
Good
say
question.
maybe the heat.
And Linda, you can take that any way you want.
The weather.
The weather. There you go. Good answer. Oh boy, you're going to leave here and never come back, right?
This is fun. This is a lot of
Okay.
fun.
Janie Henley is here, and
Janie.
she's from Tracy, Tennessee.
There she is right there. Hi.
She wants to know, Billy Ray, do you look good in a bathing suit?
No. Not really.
Well, let's find out. Look at your monitors, folks. Take a look right here. We think you look good, Billy Ray. What is it? You know, it's true. All of us are critical about our own physiques. What is it you do not like about yourself in a bathing suit?
Fat boy.
I think not.
Oh, you didn't need to look at the picture again.
No, well. Shauna Cook is here from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Shauna wants to know, we've got a couple of hair questions here. When was the last time you cut the ponytail?
Let's see. I think maybe a couple months ago. I believe it was a couple months ago.
And it is your hair. Somebody thought maybe you put it
Here,
on. And
pull it up.
Pull it up.
See, it's attached.
It's
No
on.
deal. It's on there.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
Okay. How many times a year do you cut it?
The top, I get this part cut a lot, and but the back part just every now and then.
Okay. Jennifer is here. I cannot read the last name, I'm sorry, but she's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Jennifer, would you stand and let us see you? Hi, Jennifer.
There she is.
Well,
Hi, Jennifer.
She has a good question because, you know, you are known for a really unique hairdo, and she wants to know, do you ever fear going bald?
Well, it's going to happen one of these days, and I'm going to look even weirder than I do now, so...
Hey, you could always get the Charlie Chase toupee, $9.95. Somehow, achy breaky heart would not be quite the same if you look like that. Okay. Katie is here from Silverdale, Washington. Where are you, Katie? It looks like Katie Puzon.
There she is, way up there.
Hello, up there by the picture of Lefty. This is an interesting question. Billy Ray, what is your favorite thing about country music?
I think my favorite thing about country music is that the aspect that for my songs and for a lot of artists out there, the songs are very real. They're very much about life. And for me, you know, it's a way for me, you know, to release my emotions and for me to tell a story that relates to a lot of other people's stories. And that's the bond and the common denominator that we share is the music, whether it makes them happy or whether it makes them sad. It's my art, and it tells a story, and it's a piece of my life that other people relate to. And I think that's what country music is a way to relate to human emotions.
Well, now, taking that a step further, Sela Gross is here from, it's either Irving or Irvine, Kentucky. It looks like Irvine. Where are you, Sela? Sela has a question that follows that one just perfectly. Where? I don't see.
There she is.
Oh, there. I'm sorry. We're behind the monitor. We couldn't see. Well, no, she was very interested in knowing when you were going to record another fun song like Achy Breaky Heart.
Well, we got a fun one that's just now came out. It's a song that's on Sony Records, on Columbia Records, and it's our brand new single. It's called Fastest Horse in a One-Horse Town. And it's a real fun song. It is. Okay, wait, I gotta tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
It's called The Fastest Horse in a One-Horse Town, and it's about this old boy from Arkansas, and you know, I've had a little luck with them Arkansas lyrics every now and then, and it's about this old boy from Arkansas, and he's a race car driver. It's for the NASCAR album, Running Wide Open, and this old boy's a race car driver, and he believes in his dream, and he keeps going and going, and even though people laugh at him and scoff, he just keeps going, and finally he wins Daytona. It's a real cool underdog song. It's about an underdog, and you know, I feel like an underdog every now and then, and it's just a song that I can relate to. I think a lot of the country music fans and NASCAR fans will be able to relate to this song. It'll be out, start calling your radio station tomorrow.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you do that song at the end of the show tonight and dedicate it to Sela?
You got it, Sela. It's
That
for
be
you.
good?
Absolutely.
He'll do it for you a little later on.
Hey, we're going to Talladega, you know.
What now?
I'm going to Talladega.
Are you going to be doing that song at Talladega?
Well, we're going to Talladega. That's a week from this Sunday. And I'm going to the race, and I get to go down in the pit and you know, it's just going to be a real cool event for me to get to be there at the race, to be in the pit, and to get to meet a lot of the drivers, their families, and our lifestyles have a lot in common. I think we're all kind of on the fast track, so I'm looking forward to going to Talladega a week from Sunday.
Is it a little dangerous in the pit, though, while the race is going on?
I've never got to be in the pit.
Be careful.
I live on the edge anyway.
You do, don't you?
I really do.
And we're glad you do. More music from Billy Ray Cyrus when we come back on Music City Tonight.
Watch for Billy Ray Cyrus coming to a city near you. Stay with us. There's a lot more entertainment on the way on Music City Tonight.